Gifted kids, and old souls, where are you now? Doctor, albeit one with severe depression that needed rehab. In therapy. On Reddit. Waiting to die. Burnt out and constantly on the edge of a mental breakdown. Working a dead-end job. Struggling with depression, anxiety. Dealing with imposter syndrome every other week. My older brother was a gifted kid. He's a power engineer, but also has been struggling with closet alcoholism since he was 16 and in the past year cancer. Older, stressed out, battling various mental health issues and neurodivergencies, and pretty lonely. Being an old body now. That no one wants. Former gifted kid, now realizing I've just had ADHD, been autistic this whole time grin. Working from home as a programmer. Actually did the WFH since 2017. Pre-pandemic. So the only real change I saw when it kicked in is that the kids were around a lot more. Struggling to finish med school while most of my high school friends are already working and living life at its best. Glad to know I'm not alone with my late diagnosed ADHD and depression. Trying to figure out what to do with my life without wasting it. Gay and depressed, but I'm freelance. Happy, peaceful, content, curious, engaged, enthusiastic, found a good life. But it wasn't by striving super hard for material wealth and status. On disability pension due to a mental disorder diagnosed way too late. Lonely and riddled with mental illness. Still a leader at work like I was in school, though. I'm nowhere and everywhere all at once. I can feel the colors painting my soul. Majoring in art, and using absolutely nothing I learned from the gifted programs I was in Algebra 1 in 7th grade. And for what? All I got was a mental breakdown and the ability to factor polynomials. Working in an old school office environment where I'm the youngest one. I have autism and PTSD and on disability. No longer homeless because my mom finally found affordable housing. PhD and working academic with an impressive list of anxiety-related disorders. In my home taking care of a puppy and eating a mango. Feeling like I was lied to. Sold my business to go to school and now I'm jobless and degreeless because I didn't have the money to finish. Pretty positive I was really just autistic all along. Sad, depressed and wishing I was fighting Russia. Unhappy in the career I chose due to pressure from parents. But on the bright side, I am financially stable. Not mentally stable. But hey, we take what we can get around here. Typing the answer. Working as a delivery driver. I'm actually much happier doing that than I was in graduate school. In recovery. spiraling out after college, since I never really had to be self-motivated before. Unemployed, depressed and living with my parents. Retired in my 30s. I married rich. Don't think you can get here by working. Driving my Lambo. Became a dentist, it's pretty okay. Working a manual labor job cause I don't want to have to think. Gifted kid here. 44 next week and just now figuring out I am most likely neurodivergent as hell. Depressed and doing drugs. Old soul. Here. Am nothing special, but doing very well. Lawyer. Age 30. Burnt out. Lamenting the fact I am past the halfway point of my expiration and the fact I didn't do enough. Enjoying the moment when I was younger. Gay and almost burnt out. I was only labeled gifted because I was the only Asian in a predominantly white town. I'm normal compared to my kind. But yeah, I'm taking a shit waiting for the second half of PSG vs Room. In the woods, speaking to the trees. Barely functional but trying to just keep swimming. Existential crisis. Working a soul-sucking corporate job, but making 70 to 100k and working from home in my own place approximately 5 miles from the beach. And I have cats. Not the life I imagined for myself, but it's not terrible. Exactly what I always dreamed of. Hanging out with a bunch of animals and as little human interaction as possible. Damn, am I the only one that turned out happy? Finishing high school with no idea where to go as a jack of all trades. Graduated college with a steady job and currently happy in life, face with monocle. Read that is, where is your God now? Celebrating Wing Wednesday. Seeking a mental health diagnosis and approaching 30 in August. Happily living my best life. Teaching middle school. Gave up on all the bullshit expectations people had for me to do something great. This is fun and I like it. Fun seeing kids who remind me of me now. Depressed, anxious, alone, and convinced I'm a failure. Fun times. Making tons of money. Married and just bought our first house at 27 with a kid on the way. In gym. Working in an auto repair shop and severely depressed, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing, rolling on the floor laughing. Doing very well. Dating someone 25 years older than me, lol. Diagnosed with autism as an adult. Tired, bored, and not following my dream of being a doctor as a kid. Living a mediocre life and loving it. In a pretty decent college. Curious whether it'll translate into employment. I've always been told I have an old soul. Currently trying to start a homestead so I can live off the land. Figured things out. Have a career. I'm actually pretty happy. A college dropout and thriving SAHM because domestic work and child raising is more interesting and valuable to me than my copywriting career was. In a well-paying job and very happy. Pretty good. Making almost $200K as a software developer. Been in therapy for 10 years. Love my life. Loads of hobbies. Can't complain. Doing well. I realized towards the end of college my goal should be being happy, not achievement. Well-paying. Easy job. Happy family. Happy life. Same to all. Seems I've finally found my people. Selling whiskey and loving it, tears of joy. In therapy, learning ways to rewire my brain and coping skills. Also, sitting in my car about to eat some delicious In-N-Out. Employed in a job with upward mobility and dating. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe for more content.